playing a bit of D&D, you know.
Ah, as you do. Why not?
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some dunder.
Da-da-da-dunda.
Yeah.
Dun-da-da.
Maybe we'll find Leokin's
Dun, dun,
parents
dun,
in this
dun.
dungeon.
Wait, where were we again?
To be fair, if we do find them, Cormac will just kill them. I've found he's quite good at killing parents.
Uh, where are we again?
We're going to go into the archives of Thentos.
Oh my god, we are, aren't we? Oh my god, I've been so excited for this.
I'm terrified. Because I'm going to
mean-
want to make magic boom explosions.
Oh yeah, but you can't. Wait, why can't we? Because nobody's gonna see it, right?
Well, that's what we're hoping for.
I don't like the way Sam laughed.
No, I didn't massively appreciate that one either.
I was just laughing. That was all.
We're not allowed to laugh. Not because laughing
It's
is too
true.
bad.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Evening, folks.
Hey, how are you?
Good evening.
Good. You take my turn. I apologise, Sam, if I'm derailing your game of Rarest and Trial by being really bad at it. But
No. If anything, you're just amazing me at how quick you are at it.
Hey, I took my turn a second. Is it not? It's surely not my turn again. No, it's not. It's Phil's turn.
We are very quickly picking up with that other game.
I figure you choose to offer to play like non-time based game with me. Me taking a move a day is fine.
Yeah, it would be if that happened.
I've taken a move pretty much every day.
Isn't your timer currently -4 days?
It's not ideal. It's -8 days. Firstly,
-8 days. Yeah, nice.
because I did. It would seem miss it for the best part of a week. But in my defence, Ball Game Arena stopped sending me emails telling me it was my turn. They go into. I don't know if you've got this. I don't know if you use mail on like Windows, whatever, like just the mail thing. But it has like the focused and the other inbox. I hate it because
Yeah.
it means half the stuff doesn't actually get sent to me. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, it sounds it. Yeah.
It's not good. I miss all kinds of stuff. I missed completely the invite from Phil to play Vector Race. That literally never. I checked my other order. It was down there
Yeah.
like a week ago. Clicked
It
it in. Clearly, you guys are playing without me. So
I don't think the game started. To be fair.
no, I clicked
Right.
it and it
Cancelled.
went game cancelled or whatever. So it's almost as if someone didn't join in and caused issues.
Sam,
Yes.
while I was like walking downstairs once, I heard Lizzie like watching a TikTok or YouTube video or whatever, and it was this guy saying that he hadn't blinked for 7 days, and I was thinking like,
Yeah.
if you don't blink for 7 days, like first of all you'd be pretty much blind, right?
I
and
suspect so.
You'd have
Yes.
you'd have like loads of bugs in your eye, and you're being like very blood to your eyes, and like tons of stuff like that.
It doesn't sound great for your well-being, though.
That sounds alright to me. I'm a scientist, you can trust me.
Oh yeah, so apparently like 3 of the teachers are leaving this year, this after in like July or after this year or whatever. Yeah, so
Always good.
well, that means we have to get 3 new science seekers.
Well, that's a shame, isn't it?
Isn't one of them like your friend or something?
Yeah. I know that there's at least 2 starting in September.
Because I know that so there's oh god, what is it? There's Mr. Shen who might be leaving or getting like kicked or something like that, and then there's also Miss Rowe who's leaving,
Oh no.
and then apparently, according to Cody, a person called Miss White is leaving, and which I'm a bit happy about because she always gets like really annoyed. It's always us that she gets annoyed at. Like everyone
Well,
else.
So in that case, it must be her fault.
Can I suggest at that point you guys might be really annoying?
No.
That
right,
seems
so
hard
everyone
to
else is
believe.
Talking. No,
Who would
hold
have
on.
thought? So
everyone else is
everyone was talking. Right.
Yeah,
I
like-
can't imagine why that would be annoying.
And then me and my friend talk for like 1 second, and then she goes, "Right, you two are never sitting next to each other again." So
What a monster.
I know.
yeah. Who's Gone Smith?
Sorry.
Who's Gone Smith?
John Smith?
Yeah,
Why?
this guy. He apparently wanted to buy from Cormac Stream.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah,
Gone
he's,
Smith?
he's a very important person.
What does he do for a living?
Bruce Beer.
Oh, that makes sense.
What school did you teach at, Jake?
The Island Free School. It's in Ventnor.
Oh, I know that one. Did they manage to get that up and running then?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
When
pretty successful.
there was definitely a point when they're opening where they didn't have any staff, and they're opening in a few months' time or something.
Yeah.
This is many years ago, of course. Being free school, what does free mean in that context?
It's actually it's a type of school. Is a free school. I believe, if I'm remembering right, because we had a lecture on this at uni, it's something to do with the fact that you have to get invited to it. So it's free, but it's like, it's something weird like that. It's essentially almost you have to get kind of the equivalent of like scholarship into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they're funded by the government, but not run by the local authority.
Yeah. So they're a bit in between like a state school and a private school. So they kind of get.
And the teaching standards are a little lower, presumably.
Well, you say that, you know.
In chemistry, I hear it's pretty dire.
Well, it was not anymore.
Yeah, so the main difference is that you can get paid more or less as a teacher.
No, they still have to follow, or they still do follow the standard.
According to this website, which is the government website, they don't have to follow.
They don't have to, do they? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they probably do.
They do because it's just easier. But
they also they don't have to follow the national curriculum either.
no, they don't.
Do you follow the national curriculum still?
For the most part, yeah, because it just makes sense.
How does that work when it gets to GCSE level? Surely at the GCSE level you have to follow it.
Well, yeah, because you're not following necessarily a national curriculum at GCSE. You're following an exam board.
Oh, really? Okay, fine.
Yeah, so all the exam boards.
Well,
there's a national curriculum for Key Stage 4, and exam boards generally base their entire thing on the national curriculum. So you have to follow an exam board to get a qualification, to get a GCSE.
Yeah.
You can't just make it up. So by following an exam board, you follow the national curriculum.
yeah, I see, but potentially only parts of it. Or focus on different parts of it.
They generally will. Different exam boards have different extra bits in on top of the national curriculum.
Right, so it's more like additive rather than subtractive.
Yeah.
Cody's gonna be a bit late, I think he said, didn't he?
Sam, shall go.
I'll be late.
It's my go.
Wait,
Is that an opportunity?
we can make a joke out of that, right?
Yeah, we can.
Whoa, it's my go on 2 games of Great Western Trail.
Yeah, that's what I found just.
Oh,
in
did
this.
Phil finally take his turn then? Because I've
yeah.
been waiting.
Yeah.
I've been waiting at least 20 minutes.
I'll do that
You
so
realise-
Jake can't complain. Then we'll play D&D.
Oh God, yeah. We just found out they were looking for the bloody Staff of Willing as well, hadn't we?
Yeah.
Actually, maybe reverse that. We've just found out they've lost the Staff of Willing.
Well, we've just found out that they still had the Staff of Willing stored in Griffinsteel,
Right.
and that they were looking for it again for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't think I like the fact that they were looking for it.
I don't know if I'm more worried about the fact that they thought they knew where it was and it isn't.
I wasn't worried, but
Well-
now you said that.
Isn't it? No, I thought it was a case of they know it's in there, they just couldn't get to it because of the intellect of ours. That's what I'd taken from that.
Well, they think they know it's in there.
Yeah. I suppose.
That
Not
makes
if we
sense.
take it first. Imagine what we could do with the Staff of Willing.
I don't want to know.
So what would you wish for?
For Griffinsteel to stop being so stupid.
Faster opponents when playing board games.
Oh, is it my go again?
Nice.
Yay! It is.
Yeah. Do you realise I think you've killed 2 games of Vecto race as well?
I haven't. I went to join after about a week because I finally saw the email. Because I was explaining this to Sam, they come into my other inbox for some reason, which means I don't get notifications for them. I don't know who designed that fucking system, but it's ridiculous. And then by the time I tried to join, it was gone.
Yeah. It actually looked like you joined and then it immediately abandoned. But
I'd quite like to play that game actually. 'cause
I'm just sending out yet another challenge. But
yeah, I'd like to play it. Seems
The-
fun.
I refused to join.
Also, somebody who like everyone here is more of a board game arena expert than I am. I don't know why I've only got 75% rating on my reputation. What did I do wrong?
Did you time out on a? You haven't timed out on any games yet.
No, I've literally only played like 3 turns of a game.
I wouldn't worry about it. It will improve. It might be because you haven't done enough stuff. Maybe you can probably hover over it. I'll do that in a minute. Turn based.
Yours is 100.
Oh,
So
although
I
I
have
have-
to be fair,
I
even though
have
I keep
timed out on
stuff.
games before.
that's annoying.
I'm only going to the previous one. I couldn't cut it down to less than 4 people, so I invited 2 of my friends, but they've both played it before. Oh, Sean.
I've joined.
Excellent, and Runelock's there as well.
Well,
Shane, do you want to play a game of Vecto Race as well?
What is it? Go on then.
It's
I have to log on to the PC to do my goes.
you probably don't, and actually I can't add you to the game because it's now people have joined. You're not allowed to change the number of players. It's I'll tell you what, I'm going to kick you all out and make you join again so that I can add.
no, that seems risky.
So that I can add Shane. There we go. Right, I've added Shane. It's just a racing game. It's a bit like X-Wing. There are some rules on what you can do with nitro and brakes. You can read the rules if you can be asked, or you can just do what Jake will do and flail around.
I found a
excuse
video
me.
on YouTube, an hour-long video of people streaming the
Yeah.
game, and they're playing it on Board Game Arena. And I just watched it at like 1.5 times speed or something, and that was it. It's a very simple game.
Yeah,
Seems-
it is very simple. How to get the corners done properly is tricky, and as I said before, I think when you crash on the first corner, as I inevitably do, then it feels like you're basically out of the game at that point. but I think that is quite accurate for racing. Right, there we go.
Yeah, the cornering just seems like it's something that when I first watched the video or whatever, I didn't necessarily have an appreciation for how tricky it was, but it is tricky. Also, Sam, screw you.
What have I
For some
done?
reason, I thought the thing where you had to pay money only like if you couldn't do it, you just didn't do it. But it turns out you have to do as much as you can. So now
Yes,
I'm
you do,
quite
yeah.
sure.
Oh
So
yeah,
I thought I was fine to get up to with my plan to get up to and buy a cattle, but I literally can't.
Splendid.
Also, that building, which is the building we never built in our one previous game, is really, really good, and I haven't built it now, and now there's nowhere to build mine. I'm sad.
Again, splendid.
Well, yeah. I hope you're enjoying the swapping. Sam's enjoying the swapping between version 1 rules and version 2 rules.
I mean, I'm like what 4 turns into version 2, but
Yeah.
it seems like there's a ton of like user-friendly additions. The exchange
Yeah.
token seems nice.
Yeah. I've avoided that so far because I hate spending in-game resources. But
Yeah, I haven't used it yet, but like just as an option seems nice.
oh no!
I think the cows are worse, actually. The cow art is worse.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I think the cow art is worse.
There seem to be more rubbishy cows, but then you've got which we're not playing with, the Simmental cows. They once you've got them, get better every time you go to Kansas.
Oh.
But we haven't got those in it at the moment because it was.
I just mean like the art isn't as nice. Like the purple cards in the version 1 are like the Texas Longhorn, and I think the art's really cool.
I think the cow cards are really nice in the original.
I'm very confused about what worker is what in 2nd edition. Just because I'm like so used to looking for just the art, I know.
They've effectively swapped out the Mexican for a lady, I think.
Well, also, I think that the builder has got the kind of cap on that I'd expect somebody driving a train to wear.
Yes.
Yeah.
I went to hire on one of my turns and realised that what I was hiring wasn't what I thought it was. And I had to undo the whole turn.
Are they not purple, the engineers in the first game as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is confusing. They changed the colours around.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
it's my go again.
Right.
It is.
Which game is this? Okay.
So, last session, following a battle with some members of the City Watch, you confronted and arrested Milson Meadowthorn, believing you at this point had enough evidence to sort of back up your suspicions that he was responsible for the murder of Nate Corney. So yeah, you confronted and arrested him, took him before the mayor of Griffinstill, Vizera Sumnagash. She sentenced Milson to be hung as punishment for his crime. During this exchange, Captain Wender Dusklight attempted to cover for Carl having killed one of the members of the Watch during this fight. But following Wender escorting Milson out, Carl confessed that he was responsible for that particular murder. This led to a rather prolonged discussion between Vizera and your party. She attempted to determine what the correct outcome of that would be. The having just sentenced one murderer to hang. The correct sort of policy, the correct move would be to resign Carl to the same fate. And she sort of asked Carl and the rest of you why she shouldn't do that. Eventually, there was a discussion that perhaps she could spare Carl in exchange for assistance from your group with a situation on the lower levels of the archives of Thentos, where magical artifacts and texts are stored and kept away from the public. You seemed willing to assist with this if it meant saving the life of a member of the party. But you were kind of curious as to what it was in particular that the Empire was doing down there, what it was they were looking for. At which point Vizera revealed to you that they were searching for the Staff of Willing, which was where we left things off last time. So you've got a choice. I mean, we can fast forward to the next morning, or we can carry on with that conversation. Because I'm assuming you may have questions.
Apple.
Oh, I had questions. What was the question? I've forgotten the question. Oh, that was it. I'm going to talk to Vizera about the fact that, obviously, as she knows, I come from a place of magic, and I've picked up a few tricks here and there. We will have assurances that if we need to use magic in the archives to defend ourselves against these insect devourers, I don't know, they're called brains on legs. Is that okay, or are we going to get our hands chopped off?
She kind of looks at you a little bit coyly, maybe at first, and then just kind of there's definitely a playful tone to her voice as she just sort of replies to you and says, "Surely no one in your group is capable of magic feats."
To be
I've
clear,
used them I abide by the laws of this country, but I come from a place where everyone does it, so I know a few small tricks.
Well,
That.
let's say that if we can turn a blind eye to the transgressions of Captain Garbin here, then I'm sure we can turn a blind eye to anything you need to do to complete this task. To an acceptable degree.
Okay. What degree? Oh, the task.
Yeah, she tells you that we would be rather disappointed if you were to needlessly destroy any of the artifacts and texts stored in the archives.
I will treat the archives with the utmost respect. It's more a matter of being able to achieve the mission.
Yeah, she tells you quite straightly after sort of coyly playing around your questions. She's quite sort of straight and tells you whatever needs to be done to make sure that the Empire can safely access the lower levels again.
Very well.
Just to confirm something, Sam, in Griffinsteel and in how was the name of the country we're in? Austral. It literally vanished from my head. It's illegal to practice magic, right?
Yes.
Someone that's born with the innate ability to do magic wouldn't just be killed, right? They just wouldn't be allowed to do magic.
Yeah, there's certainly you've never heard of any stories of children burnt at the stake or anything like that. No. But certainly open magic usage is against the law, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
These creatures are down in that place. Is there information about them, what they're like weak to and what they do?
She tells you all they have is the reports from the members of the watch that were sent down there. They saw these creatures they described as like brains on legs, but that to her means nothing. She has no understanding of this. No.
Well, I know what that creature is.
Yeah, I believe some of you were able to pass a like a knowledge check last week, weren't you? Yeah, so it did mean something to some of your party. Yeah.
Aside from what I obviously know what they do, but does the party know, like, they prey on people they are that intelligent like Carl?
Ooh.
Carl, what's intelligence actually?
I think it's like 13. I think it's. Actually, I think it's 12 at the
I think
moment.
it's 12 because we worked out you were one ASI away from being able to multi-class into wizard.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also a 12 intelligence, so.
Present us
But
both then.
I'll go and joke about Carl can't read.
Z's nearly out of range, but not quite.
So if your intelligence is high, they won't eat you.
No, just they can reduce intelligence, I think is what it is. And if it gets to 0, you're in big trouble. Something like that. If I'm remembering correctly, it's been a while since I've looked at them.
There's
I thought
always.
it was like that they like to devour brains, but like a really smart brain is like a really rich, like queen-based fish. It's just too much for them. They can't eat it.
Anyone that wants to do an Arcana check to see what they recall more specifically about them can do.
I think
Yes.
that's for me.
I'm gonna let it be a nice surprise.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Anybody else?
No.
We're all happy to trust
Uh,
Elwyn.
I think so. I mean, I think I remembering some stuff from last time, but I certainly wouldn't be super familiar with this. So
They're
not much my luck.
yeah, I mean, insect devourers as a creature are not common. They're not particularly well known, but yeah, I mean, Elwyn, you've never encountered them yourself, but you, in your travels throughout your life, you've heard of stories of them. You are sort of vaguely aware of them. You know that they are considered to genuinely be a precursor to some other kind of creature, unknown. They are kind of known to attack mentally, attack telepathically, and they can leave their targets or those that they are able to successfully sort of attack or target. They essentially leave them brain dead, destroying a creature's intelligence entirely.
Okay.
Let's go.
Did we question, or did we attempt to question why they were looking for the Staff of Willing, considering...
I don't think we
You
did,
didn't know, no.
Did
But-
we want to?
I'm not going to ask that.
No, I feel like I'm gonna get hung if I ask it, so...
Carl will ask. So what you're saying is that the city's been holding on to this incredibly powerful magic item, and they've lost it.
The city and the Empire has been safeguarding citizens from the effects of the items and artifacts stored in the lower levels of the archives. This particular item, as you all would well know, is capable of... And she sort of pauses, and you can tell she's clearly trying to pick her words quite carefully, and to not use any kind of maybe wording that could be used against her.
Mad shit.
And she just sort of stops briefly. She says, "It has momentous effects in changing the history of this nation and this world."
Is that the only thing that's disappeared?
I don't recall saying it had disappeared.
Okay, so you know where it is, but it's just there are these creatures that are stopping you getting to it.
We believe we know where it is. William Austriel, on his deathbed, his final order as the first emperor of Austriel, decreed that the staff be hidden where it could not be used again. We believe the most likely place that would have been is in the archives, but it has not been used or seen since then. but there is no reason to believe it wouldn't be stored safely within the archives.
You know what it looks
Gone down
like.
there looking for it.
Yeah, the what it's. I mean, certainly no one in your party has ever seen it in person, but it is this. It's been portrayed. It's quite a glorified item, I guess, in Austral history, maybe. It's made of a very dark metal. It's a large staff, stands about 5.5 feet in height. It's very large. It's made of this metal, and it's kind of it's not like a perfectly spherical staff. It's kind of it's quite angular and jagged in its design.
Sounds not at all evil.
It's fine. So we have an agreement.
Yeah.
Hey, what did we get in response of? Did you discuss remuneration?
That was that Carl didn't die.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough.
So yeah, Carl, you all owe us a drink after this is all over.
Or two.
Or two.
Maybe a meal.
So what about anything else we find down there?
Anything else in what kind of
Is
sense?
there other stuff that you think is down there that you should perhaps warn us about? Any other items that have been put there for safekeeping?
She outwardly laughs. The 4 lowest levels of the archives are wholly dedicated to storage, safeguarding, keeping any magical items, magical artifacts, magical texts which have been found, confiscated, since the formation of the Empire, are stored there. There are a great many magical items, more than we could probably list in conversation. But speaking of things to be aware of, that does kind of bring me to my last point. Clearly, an area with so many volatile and precious items of value, the Empire has seen it fit to guard and protect the lower levels of the archives. We have sentries, arc forges, we call them. Somewhat similar to your friend here, I suppose. And she points at Warforged. Automatons, I suppose.
And they're totally under the city's control, and there is no chance of them mistaking us for.
They will attack anything which is not supposed to be in the archives on the lower levels, but they are physically unable to attack anything wearing a particular style of necklace which the Empire uses when entering the lower levels. However, there are only 8 of these in existence to prevent them falling into the wrong hands or anyone unwanted entering the lower levels. All of which were worn by the last group we sent down there.
We came running out, right? So that's fine.
None of those have returned as yet.
Okay.
So we've got to try and very quickly find some of these people that have got the old necklaces. Otherwise, we're going to get blown up by robots.
So, yeah, what do you expect us to do exactly?
Ideally,
Their
we would
necklaces
we would like the necklaces returned. We would like our
No,
8
sorry,
watch.
I mean, what's your vision of us surviving this? When you imagine us going down and surviving this and getting this sorted out for you, what do you imagine? How do you imagine it's going?
I imagine that we need assistance, and you have a debt to pay.
I might have a debt to pay. These people, if they're going to help, they're helping you because they want Griffin Steel to look favourably on them.
Like, no shade. I'm just pointing out that these guards, sentries, whatever you want to call them, sound like they're quite vicious. So vicious, in fact, that you have these tools to do it, to protect yourselves against them, and you don't want us to damage them, correct?
If they need to be damaged, that would not be held against you. If it's a difference between you completing this task and not, then that would be understandable.
You can just see the problem, can't you?
I see.
What's more useful for you? Us alive and your staff willing returned, or us dead?
I mean, if you have an alternate suggestion.
Can you not produce more of these things?
The Arcforge.
No, not
the necklaces.
The necklaces.
Yeah, it's doable, but they.
Excellent.
Then whoever makes them would know that they lost 8 of them.
Well,
That probably doesn't look good.
atop that, there is the issue that these are magical items themselves. The tools of which to forge would be, well,
They'd be under the control of
And
Griffin Steel, right?
you don't happen to have bought them from Shape by any chance, did you?
no. These would be tools procured from those who no longer have the rights to use them.
Is anyone else imagining a Supermax prison with magic users in?
Just a shitload of artificers in it.
Being forced to make stuff.
I mean,
Are we going down there to bring you the stuff, or we just there like the stuff is here, it's fine?
Our primary concern, or my primary wish, is that the 8 nexus are returned, preferably upon the unharmed City Watch members wearing them, and that whatever has caused the problem with the last 2 groups is dealt with. The staff itself, we are more than capable of taking care of.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I didn't know we were there. 1 second, I'll be back a second.
So Eleanor had finally cracked.
I thought you were getting very passionate about this conversation, yeah.
How long do we have before you want us to go down there? Is it straight away, or do we have a few days to get any items we need? Like,
I suppose whenever you wish and see fit.
I guess we need to prepare.
on another note, where we do work for the paper as well, are we allowed to story about this? If you want to keep
We
No,
would
no.
prefer this was kept strictly off the record, if you excuse the pun.
Have the archives been? If we accept this, I assume the archives will be made aware that we're going in there, so that we won't have to attempt to sneak in without them noticing us. Because I don't think that would go well. We're not very sneaky.
Yes, Murdry is a reliable curator.
Agreed. Agreed. He's a good friend.
Really?
We're lovers of literature, me and Murdry.
Yes, I'm sure that is where your shared tastes end.
I'm assuming I get a look there, but
Yeah.
there's no reason to suspect anything of me. I'm a normal person. Whatever.
So we will need some equipment, I think. So, would we be able to requisition some necessary stuff from the
What do you have in mind?
That's a good question. I think we probably need to talk about it, but certainly some
Crossbow bolts.
weapons, some
Sorry
armor.
about that.
We could see fit to aid with that, by all means.
What's going on?
Party trying to get free shit.
Yeah.
Kind of the standard, isn't it?
And while we're preparing, if you want this group to act at the peak of their abilities, I suspect that they may want to prepare in ways that are not legal.
What about? I just want to sleep.
We would like some sort of immunity, I guess, for the period of this adventure.
I can offer immunity whilst you are within the archives, but I can't have you doing whatever arcane arts you appear to practice in public in the city.
What about private in the city?
I would be surprised to hear you would do such things. Surely that is not a concern.
Also, question, because I was away, I'm sorry, I ran over my dog with my chair because she's annoying. Where do we get to with the necklaces?
They want them back.
So all eight of them,
Making more of them. Was
Nah,
it not just...
They're not going to do that.
The means of making something like that would be stored wherever magic items are stored.
Which is where?
AKA the archive.
which is
Yeah.
Why don't we just let Carl die? Honestly, we're all gonna
It does
die
feel
anyway.
like it would be easier, doesn't it? But we'll be alright. We got this.
Oh shit, we're gonna have to keep an eye on Leo again.
It'll be fine.
Well, ladies, gentlemen, any more questions?
I guess we'll head off. What? Go for a bit of a sleep because it's been a interesting evening, and
When are we gonna go then? So
well, pack ourselves up
we're
and
gonna wait a day, or we're just gonna do it first thing in the morning?
I reckon go tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning?
Mid morning maybe. Get ourselves some breakfast first.
I suppose one question I do have is we talked about equipment, basic equipment, but what about anything more special than that? I know that they're illegal.
What have you got in mind?
Just a +1 weapon.
Magic, innit? It'd be stored in the archives. That's the issue here. We can't get any magic things before going to the archives because all the magic things are in the archives.
Certainly not legitimately, no.
Yeah.
How about this then? If we find a cool weapon in the archives, can we just use it?
I don't imagine we would have a way of knowing what in particular you do whilst in there.
Feels
Excellent.
sus.
I believe that the South Willing counts as a cool magic item in the archives.
Yeah, I agree. It's a very cool magic item.
Right, tomorrow morning then.
Yeah, I think so. Go
Okay.
to sleep.
I will make Murdry aware that you have access to the lower levels. Off the record, or further off the record than we may already be, I can maybe be of at least some assistance. She sort of reaches down to her hand with the other hand and pulls a ring off one of her fingers, and passes it over, and just sort of tosses it across the table in the direction of Carl.
I'll look at it.
Yeah, this is clearly a magical item. You're unable to immediately recognise what it is, but yes, this is certainly a magic item.
So, can you give us any idea what this is?
This will be of aid with the Arc Forges.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I guess I will pick it up.
Yeah, it is in your inventory.
Yeah, and pop it in a pouch. Something for us to look at shortly.
Anything else you guys want to do whilst here?
I don't think so. Nothing for me, anyway.
Not me.
That's very dangerous. Could we potentially negotiate a cash reward as well?
She laughs. If you complete the task, I'm sure we can see you are properly compensated.
I mean, let's be honest. You've met Carl. having him around for longer, is that really a reward? You know.
Exactly.
It's
I think
mean.
it's arguably more of a reward to have him got rid of.
I give him a wink. I say it.
And growls at you.
What kind of growl? Like a row or like a...
Ah. Like a snarl. Hmm. I've got no more questions for the mayor.
Tremendous. Cool. What would you like to do? Anything anyone wants to achieve overnight? Or
Yeah, can I head to the blacksmith?
yeah?
Work.
Get some work in.
Yeah. Is there? Am I close to any like? I had like a bow, a dagger. I was said we make at the same time. Will I make any progress if I spend all night trying to finish it off?
You can put some more time into them for certain. Yeah.
Say out the bow was the other thing I was doing. So I was doing arrows.
That's
And
cool.
I'll sneakily have a conversation with the blacksmith saying if I can leave some of these bits here, she can work on them and I'll pay back if they finish when I get back. And I'll hint that I'm going to the archives tour.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just because obviously if I leave it in the blacksmith, I've got more room to carry stuff.
This is true.
What for all of those magic items you're gonna pocket?
I'm not saying anything, it's not a conversation you guys are hearing.
So, Z,
Hello.
do you want to take a look at this ring?
You want me to have a look at it? Is it not? Is it not already? I'll yeah. If you leave it with me, I'll identify it. Ritual cast identify it. Whatever point when we're
In
somewhere
private.
private. Yeah, that's fine. I can do that.
Does anyone need any armor or weapons? So I definitely would recommend that Eleanor and Elwyn pick up some some arrows.
Some arrows. Yeah, I do need some more arrows. I've only got 13. I could also do with bizarrely getting rid of some armor. It sounds like I've got 2 sets of armor on me. And I just checked. I can't get any better armor than what I've currently got. So unless it's like magic, but forget about that for a second. So loads of arrows would be great, and maybe some potions.
Z, you're able to identify the ring as a ring of lightning resistance.
Oh, exciting. I will send that back to you, Mr. Garvin.
Okay.
I assume that it does require achievement.
Does
yeah.
require achievement, yes.
Cool. I'll send it to Carl Garvin. It is now identified. Which makes me think we're going to get hit by lightning bolts from these bloody Arcforges. Which makes sense, I guess, because Arcforge.
Yeah.
So, who is the best person to be wearing this? Is it
You.
me or Leakim, because we would be at the front?
It's whoever's going to get hit by it the most, which is you or Leokim.
I think it's probably you two, for sure. You can argue amongst yourselves. I'm not particularly fussy.
Well, Leokim's kind of mean, so... And, like, if we go through all of this and then Carl gets killed whilst we're doing it, it's really pointless, so we kind of need to make sure he survives.
Leakin hasn't turned up yet.
Exactly.
But who'd you lose, Cody?
I guess we're worried that Leakim might not return it. Okay, I will reluctantly spend the hour to attune to it.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. If we look at Carl, it forces Carl to have magic items, which is funny.
Yeah, which is always funny.
So I'd like to do some shopping, I suppose.
Yeah, anyone wants to do, Finn?
Which is annoying for Sam because shopping sucks. But I can quickly tell you what I'd like. If that's easy. What's easier
Yeah,
doing this?
yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, if anyone wants to grab anything, we can do that for sure.
I just want like 50 arrows, and maybe like 3 potions of healing and like 2 better potions of healing. What they call greater healing. Yeah,
That's
and maybe
cool.
actually, how much is a supreme? Probably not a supreme, but maybe a supreme as well. Oh, and also like 4 pints of oil.
Okay. Well, 3 gold pieces will get you 60 arrows.
Okay, so that's fine. I'll have 3. I'll have that then. Yeah, 3 gold pieces. You say?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine. I'll have 60 arrows, please. I'll just do it myself. It's fine.
Cool.
I also get 60 arrows from where I work. Do I get a discount for working there?
You can get 60 at 2 gold pieces, sure. Uh, 50 crossbow bolts you wanted, Jake.
Yeah, or whatever the round number is that works for an even number of
it's
gold.
60 at 3 gold.
Yeah, cool.
It's basically 1 gold for 20, yeah.
Yeah.
The whisper dialogue thing seems to have stopped working.
Oh, I disabled it. But if you do /whisper in the chat, it will just auto complete people's names. It just seemed easier, I thought.
Right, can I get 2 flasks of oil, please?
2 flasks of oil. Sure.
Hello.
Let me grab them. Oh, hey, dude, you right?
Yeah, I was out walking the dog, sorry.
All good. How are you?
How do I answer this question?
Honestly.
You could just say, well.
Well,
So we're just planning Leakin's funeral. I know we don't like to meta game, but if there's anything you'd like us to do for the funeral, just let us know.
It's 2 silver for the 2 flasks of oil, by the way. 1 silver each.
That is a cheap funeral.
Yeah.
It's a Viking one, isn't it?
So if I go like this, that gives me 10 of those. And then it's two silver, yeah?
Yes.
So 8. Cool. I've got 4 flasks of oil now. Awesome. Then, yeah, can I get...
Oh, you want some healing potions, didn't you?
Yeah, I want to get 3 normal healing potions, 2 greater, and then maybe a supreme, depending on how much supremes are. I always lose track when it gets expensive.
That's cool. I forgot you're a rich boy, aren't you? Potion of healing is 50 gold each, so 2 of those will be 100 gold.
Yeah, which is 10 platinum, isn't it?
Yeah. A greater comes in.
Oh, 50 gold each, so that's just, 3. I want to go, so if I go one of those.
Man, I've got too many folders full of items here.
One of those, like that. That did not work. No, sorry, I'm messing my goal because that math didn't work. Well, there's now. Yeah, so some greaters and some supremes. Is it supreme next level up?
Yeah, great supreme, and the great superior then supreme.
Oh, sorry, no supremes then superiors.
Yeah, that's cool. Hang on, I'm just going through my pile of. Pretty sure I set up the higher ones, assuming you get them at some point. Ah, yeah, here we go. Let's search for the word healing, because that will make that far quicker. Yeah, for the greater, it's 300 gold.
Okay, so 2 of those is 60 platinum.
Yes.
Cool. So if I go like that, and then. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Can't do that. Oh no, it's fine. That was a mistake.
That's cool.
So it should be 1 6. Yeah, 169. Nope, that didn't work. 169. Cool. Right, fine. 2 great healings.
Yeah.
And I. How much is this? A superior?
750.
Superior. 750 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm alright with that. I'll just leave that.
Okay.
No, I've got enough money for it, but I just let's not waste it. I'd just like to sell my leather armor.
Your leather armor, yeah, that's cool. You're able to sell that for 5 gold pieces.
Cool. 82. I'll leave that out of my inventory. You got it. Cool. And then I might need to look for my ration, see what else I'm carrying that's too heavy, because I'm really quite full of stuff. But,
Is there anything else anybody's looking to purchase?
oh, I saw my herbalist kit that I nicked from that guy.
Oh yeah, you got a herbalist kit, didn't you? Yeah, it's true. That will get you 3 gold pieces. Can't believe you sold that for stealing it. That's horrible.
Well, he shouldn't have been a racist.
That is legit.
You've done it for me, thank you.
Worst thing is, I think I paid for that herbalist kit.
I think you may have done, yeah. Either you or Carl left money behind afterwards, yeah.
Not my fault.
Anybody else wanting to load up on any goods to take into their tomb?
How far do I get making my bow?
An additional day on it. You're
How
still.
many days do you think we're going to be down there?
We're not going to be down there more than a day. We'll be fine.
Okay. I think. Sam, can I basically sell 4 days of rations and get the money back equal? I don't want to actually sell them. I just want to put them, basically leave them at home. But it's hard to do that.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So how much are they? How much do they cost each?
If you want to just leave stuff behind, I can just literally just add an extra category. It doesn't count towards your weight.
Great, do that, please.
Yeah,
I'll leave 4 days worth of rations behind. That's actually way better. Yeah, if you could do that, I'll put that stuff in there.
Yeah, I'll do that for everyone. I'll add a storage category to everyone's inventory quick.
We do that with money as well. Is there a possible way of doing that, having a money pot? Because I've got loads of money, and I always forget how much money I've got.
Hang on 1 sec.
I think I've got 750 gold. No,
Yes, you could
7,500 gold.
At the simplest, you could create an object that represents that amount of money, just with the name, and then.
I keep forgetting how much money I've got left under my bed.
I'd have
Alright.
my stuff at the blacksmith with my blacksmith friend.
I'm pretty sure Leokin's going to sort out the money that's under your bed, so you don't need to worry about it.
Leokin's carry weight is insane. He can carry so much.
Leokin doesn't know where I live.
But no, I'm sure he followed you home that time.
Yeah, everyone should have a storage category in the inventory now for stuff they want to just keep at home and not with them, sort of thing.
I don't think so.
I'll refresh.
I know something got added, but I didn't.
That wasn't such a good thing to do.
I can't see it on mine.
Should be a new category underneath, below loot at the bottom of your inventory.
No, I haven't got it on.
I've got Pepper's saddlebag.
That's odd because I can see it on everybody.
We try refreshing Foundry.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, it might be what I've added them as new. Yeah.
How much did that scroll cost? Was it 10,000 gold?
Yes, I think it was.
So I've got 7,500 gold left. That does make sense because I had 250 platinum, which would be 2,500 gold. So I need to remember that. Inventory.
Yes.
No. Could I? Is there any bows?
Any bows? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just a standard.
Wait. What bows have they got? Have they got both longbows and short bows?
Longbow, short. I mean, yeah, any sort of like standard like weapon would be relatively easy to pick up. Yeah.
They have any more intricate looking longbows?
Any intricate looking longbows.
Like not magic, but like just cool looking longbows.
Yeah, there's one that's got like red stripes painted all up it. Is that cool?
Meant like a good like a design. You know like. God, I can't explain. Like carved wood, like lots of time and effort put into it and stuff. Like
Yeah,
that.
you can buy a very fine weapon, absolutely.
Okay, how much would a longbow cost?
50 gold.
Jeez, okay. What's 50 minus 80? Wait, what's 85 minus 50?
35.
Okay. Oh God. Oh God, so much stuff is going on. I don't know what's going on. Okay, there we go. Could I buy some arrows as well?
Yeah, of course you can. It's 1 gold for 20 arrows, so however many you wish.
How much would 5 gold worth be?
100 arrows.
Okay, I'll get 100 then.
Nice. Going hard.
Did I get a price for doing all my bits in the blacksmith, by the way, Sam?
I might have missed it. Sorry, there's so many different... What you doing?
This is from ages ago, but did you give me a price for when I asked for all the blacksmithing stuff?
What stuff?
If this would have been like a couple of months ago, then I'm back making a bow and all that lot from the bits I done for the dragon.
Yeah, it should be on the items. In your inventory, the cost and time to create them is on there. So the green dragon claw, it cost 150 gold and 9 days to turn it into a dagger, and you've done 2 days on it. The green dragon fang is 150 gold and 9 days, and you haven't done any time on that one. The bow, I don't think you've got anything that can be made into a bow. Unless I'm...
The wings, young dragon wing. Oh, cloak.
They make a cloak, yeah.
Then
1 sec.
I am completely wrong. I want to make a bow. I wasn't making a bow, and I'll do something else. I'm making a dagger then. Okay, cool. Could I pay for it all? I just figured out I've got 5,000 gem on me. Gold gem on me.
What, you want to pay for them up? Pay for them now, yeah?
Yeah, could I just... I've got a 5,000 gold gem on me. Could I pay all that?
Yeah?
I don't know where I got it from. Unless I was going to get it from my body at some point. Can you see it on my one?
Oh yeah, diamond, yeah.
Yeah, can I just use that to pay for it all and just say the rest would be for arrows at my will? No.
Wait, when did you get a 5,000 gold diamond?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I mean, it's on there.
It is on there. I'm guessing it was in the Neverland.
I have no recollection or idea, but I mean, it's certainly on there, and you couldn't have added it without me having done it, so you've definitely gained that at some point.
Yeah. It costs like 4-6, I think, for the bits I want to do.
Yeah, so you just want to pay for all of those in advance, and then
Yeah.
you have a load of store credit there, I guess. Sure.
Yeah.
As long as you are sure.
Yeah. I'm guessing I couldn't get a better bow for the extra credit or anything.
Let me consider
Just
that
to say
briefly.
no.
That's good. Let me consider it. Hang on 1 second. Yes, Lizzie.
To try and help me.
Oh, I've got other stuff on me as well that I'll probably give to you in a minute.
You yeah, you've been working there a while. You've made pretty good friends of Avery at this point. She seems pretty surprised that you give over this diamond so willingly in exchange. In exchange for it, she said if you're looking for a fine bow, she has got this one that she's been working on for some time. And yeah, she pulls out this really fine looking bow. Let me... Oh, Christ. I've just got too many weapons and items and stuff here. Where is it? Hang on, sorry, 1 second. Yes, Lizzie?
Yeah, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Hi, I'm back.
Hi back. My name's Cody.
Excellent. Did we sort out a container thing for
As soon as I refreshed, mine was there.
Mine's not. Unless I'm being completely stupid.
Nor mine, I have to admit. Try Control F5. See if that'll do it.
Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, Shano, you get a
I'm back.
a longbow, which when you roll a 20 on an attack roll, it does an additional 2d6 damage of the weapons type.
Okay, cool. And I'll just give her my other bow as like a replacement.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, the container thing hasn't turned up for me either, but
Interesting. I mean, I can.
But it doesn't matter.
I've just moved your longsword into yours, Carl. Maybe I need to populate one item into them to start with.
Possibly.
No.
Can you stick some
No,
rations in mine?
The longsword's moved back into weapons from loot.
I can see one longsword under your weapons and one under storage at the bottom.
Yeah, no, I
Don't
can
know
see.
how it
I can see
makes it
two under weapons.
Weird. Okay.
Doesn't
I
matter.
will. Yeah, I'll look into it. But I mean, it's fine. Like, you guys have got a place to leave stuff at some point.
Yeah. I'm gonna dump a load of my stuff. Basically, and I'll just promise you for now, until this problem gets sorted out, that I won't use stuff that I've mentally dumped.
That's fine. Yeah.
And also, yeah, just send you for carry weight stuff. 'Cause I'm almost on a carry weight, and I might need to carry stuff down there. I don't know what's going to be down
Carla,
there.
I think you can click Add Custom Category as well, and just.
I tried that, and it didn't work.
Oh, okay. Shut up.
It made a custom category. Well, I went through the thing, and it just didn't make one. Sam, if you look at my character sheet, how many categories do you see?
Weapons, equipment, consumables, tools, containers.
And 2 storages. I've worked out what's going on.
What's going on?
Which storage did you make? The one in all capitals, the one in the left?
One in all capitals.
Okay, well, I'll do the other one. If you press the unlock button, you can see it.
Oh, because it's empty, I think, possibly. And then once it's in it, I think, yeah, you might be right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. In fact, if you hover over that lock, it literally shows empty sections.
No, but okay. So, quick question: then, how do I split my rations into two different packets?
I don't think that's possible.
No. Okay. How do I make any? How do I add them to my inventory? Can I do that, or do you have to?
I'll have to do that. Yeah, give me
Okay,
one
cool.
sec.
Can you just add some to my consumables?
There you go, you've got 2 sets of rations now.
Great, thank you. So I'm gonna take five there and leave 4 back.
Is there anything else anyone was looking to purchase in town or anything?
I think so.
Nah, I'm ready.
I'm
Wait,
ready.
Wait, hang on. Do any of my new spells need components? No, we're all good.
Oh yeah. I think none of mine need components, but because I think I would have got them otherwise. So I'm assuming I don't need them.
I don't think any of the ones that Arcane Trickster can end up with costed components, really. So
No, I don't think so. Either.
I think you're pretty safe there.
Okay, cool. I think I'm almost ready to go.
Yeah.
Just quickly making sure. Do I need a bedroll?
You're not sharing mine.
I don't really use my tarp because we're going underground. So
I love that while everyone's worried about empty their inventories, Leokin's carrying literally £250 worth of stuff.
whoa,
And is still not actually full of carry weight.
Yeah.
that's more than twice my max carry weight.
Leokin is like a proper carry mule.
Charge your 70.
Well, he's got to have lots of room in his inventory, hasn't he, for all the stuff he's going to steal.
Literally, do you want to carry some rope? Because it's really heavy. Centre player, Leokin. Here you go. Have some rope because it's literally so heavy.
Right now, there.
Oh,
Leokin's nearly got just in weight of food that he's carrying as much as some other people are carrying in total.
He gets hungry.
I don't think I can drop any more stuff. I think I'm at my maximum drop stuff. I haven't taken a hammer or a crowbar. Oh, actually, maybe I take the hammer. Just in case I need the pitons. Crowbar. Oh. Okay, I didn't actually realise that crowbars and hammers actually do things. Let's just add that back to my loot. Go on to the crowbar. Cool. Sam, that's last thing. Is it possible to add like a generic item for gold, and I'll just write the number of gold in the quantity?
Yeah, it can be done, definitely.
Yeah, cool. That'd be really good. Just put it in my storage, so because I always forget how much it is, and it bugs me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So then I've got 7500. Oh, apparently I can't have more than 1,000 of something.
Jake, you're on mute if you're speaking.
Did Jake just type the word Z?
Yeah.
Just phonetically spelling his own character's nickname.
The gold is actually now platinum because I can't have more than 750 of an. Sorry, I can't have more than 1,000 of an item.
Oh, really? Can you not?
No.
I did not know that.
Well, although this item here is I have 1,000 ball bearings, But I couldn't add more than 700. So it's fine. I've got 750 platinum. That's
Cool.
good. So that she should be. She was. Okay, I think I'm ready. Sorry, I just needed to. Actually, I'm going to change quickly this as well. It's good. Food is so heavy.
Not if you're Leo
I
King.
didn't realise I had so much weight. I thought that was like the normal amount.
You're like the amount you're carrying is double what some people's total carry weight is. You're just, I mean, you're strong as fuck, basically. I mean, you've got like a significantly higher strength than anyone else in the party. I think.
Yeah.
Like Carl's probably the closest. I think even he's like 4 points behind you in strength.
Points. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm not that strong. I'm sturdier than I am strong.
Yeah, you're on 18 strength, Cody. So you are like you're built.
You've literally got 10 more strength than I do.
I'm assuming the big problem is that he's got loads of food with him, but if you want to borrow rations off him, it's just protein powders.
He's one of those type. Yeah. Was it grenade bars or whatever they are?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I think I'm ready to go.
Cool.
I've got down to 62 carry weight, which should be good enough. Which means I've got about 53.8 carry weight left. Should be enough.
Are you envisaging either needing to run away very quickly, or there's some particularly juicy stuff that you want to carry out?
Well, you just never know, do you? And some things can be really heavy, so like the worst thing to do is carry a bunch of random crap into a dungeon and then not need it, and then not be able to carry out all the sweet loot.
Definitely.
Precious artifacts that we're not definitely able to steal.
Don't forget, says Carl, looking you all in the eye, that you, if you've got any kind of dodgy magic stuff that would let you disguise some loot and hide it when you bring it out, just don't get caught. Ooh, I will hit long rest.
Right, roll some
Honest, we
dice.
can steal as many magic items as we like, because if we steal them, what are they going to do?
Oh, values.
Those are some numbers that exist. Exciting. I'm assuming I still don't have anywhere on my character sheet to mark my portent roll, Sam.
Yawn. You did notice though, when resting, nobody gets told that their master scrolls have reset.
Yeah, I did notice that. That's good. It's progress.
It did whinge that I've not eaten anything as well.
I was playing around with a food thing, but I didn't realize I'd left it turned on. Don't worry about it.
No, it was neat.
I ate.
That could come in handy. I have to prepare spells, don't I?
If you want to, anyone that wants to prepare spells, now is the time to do it.
Do I prepare spells?
I think it's just Leokin and Z in this party, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what.
Oh, I can't prepare spells, can I? No.
No, yours
Better.
6
that's-
currently.
It'll say. It'll say on the bottom of your character sheet on your spell book how many you can prepare.
What does purple mean?
It means always prepared, I believe.
So altogether, because altogether I've
Yes, it does. You're right.
Okay, that's weird because some of my cantrips are always prepared and some of them aren't
because
always prepared.
altogether I have 11 spells.
I,
But...
just,
Oh, because it's Crown of Madness.
I
Yeah,
expect
so some of your domain spells, some are.
I expect the reason some of mine are purple and some of mine aren't purple is just because where I got the spell from.
Yeah,
I'm an arcane trickster and also magic initiate.
Yeah.
I have 11 spells.
Probably not going to be fireballing anything in this place full of important artifacts, am I?
Pathetic.
Also, I've got 11. I've got 2 level 2 spell slots. I didn't realize I had 2 level 2 spell slots. You can't upcast
I do that.
shield, no?
No.
Do that.
Well, you
Yeah,
can,
that's-
but it's just pointless.
Yeah, you can upcast sleep. You can't upcast the sky self. You can't upcast It can't cast charm person. It's only people. I don't think these are people.
Oh, Leokin taking a healing spell and bless.
No, I'm prepared that.
You helping the party?
I'm prepared bless because I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
realise.
Everyone happy with their purchases and their spells and things?
I'm ready to watch the can die.
Yeah, I don't think. Is there anything else we're missing that's really obvious? Maybe there is, but I can't think of it right now. So it's not obvious, is it? I suppose.
By its
Let's do this.
definition.
Let's go.
Sending stones. Who wants the sending stones? I've got one currently.
I've got the other.
Do we want to redistribute them?
Nah, they're fine. We'll move them around if we need to, if we
Okay.
run away from each other.
I do have message as a spell that I can cast anyway. So that's all. But let's go. We'll redistribute them later on, or forget and then really need them.
We'll split the party and send both of them in the same party.
Yeah, I expect that we'll do that.
Cool. You guys are all happy to push on then, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you make your way over to the archives. Oh, actually, what we'll get. Let me just roll a die for no reason at all.
Of course. Oh, it's a question mark die.
Mysterious.
What questions might it be asking us?
Yeah, so you start heading over towards the archives in the this morning. Oh, yeah, I know what that is. Cool. Yeah, you start heading over to the archives. As you are, you sort of round the corner of the street where the archives themselves are. You are approached by a short, sort of roughly 4 foot, very excited and friendly looking Willow Quickstep, who makes no subtle secrets in approaching your party quite excitedly. Hey, good morning, everyone.
Morning, Willow.
I'm the sort of person that talks to people. I hear things, I know things, I know people that know things. It's strange to see you heading around, hanging around in the area of the archives this morning.
Is it? Why is that strange?
Well, I've heard that there may be a group who have been contracted to head into the lower levels of the archives. If you happen to meet said group, you could let them know from me that if they find anything of value they bring back out, I would be happy to see them rewarded. And she just sort of smiles with all her sort of bright, perfectly white teeth at you.
I get my notepad out and write this down and just say like blah blah, like whatever she said, and then switch the rest of the group. What's near the archives that isn't the archives?
It's the there's quite a lot of like museums and sort of general sort of I guess maybe not tourist attractions. There's quite a few sort of like very similar type places where you would visit to history, art, anything like that. It's quite a sort of I guess, yeah, like touristy area.
I'm going to tell her that I'm reporting on. We are reporting on a really boring story about a new art exhibit just round the corner. But if you doesn't mind, we will get on with it because We want to get over and done with as quick as possible.
Oh yes, you want to get deep into your art, I'm sure. And she smiles and she just winks at you and says, "Don't forget though, if you do see that other group."
I'll be sure to pass on your message. I put it written down.
And she just skips off, literally sort of skipping down the street, the happiest halfling you've ever met.
What an odd person. I like them.
Tired. Even just looking at
her. Yeah, you make your way into the archives, and you're spotted quite immediately by Murdry, who makes his way over immediately to your party. And yes, the mayor told me you would be coming to head into the lower levels. I must insist, though, first you sign our guest book.
Leokin's going to sign that for us on our behalf.
I will happily
Yeah.
sign it because it was me telling him to do it.
That's what I meant, Elwyn.
How many people signed it since I last signed it?
Yeah, absolutely. You can see it seems like there's already. I mean, it was only yesterday you were in here, but there was already there's like 3 full pages in this book. It seems that Murdry has made it quite the habit now to get anybody visiting the archives to sign in.
Any names catch my attention that I may have seen in?
You can. How avert do you want to be? Are you having a quick look through? Are you?
Yeah, but I'm going to have a look and go, well, cheers, I like you kept my idea as I'm looking through all the names.
Make a perception check as you sort of skim through, I guess. Nice. Pretty perceptive. Yeah, you skim through it. No names stick out to you in particular. You do... you don't see any names you recognise in particular until you do come across Willow's name. Signed in this morning. Seems that all Murdry is doing is taking names and the time they arrive. He doesn't seem to be tracking what anybody does within or when they leave or anything like that. But yeah, it looks like Willow arrived bang on 8 o'clock this morning when the archives opened their doors. Murdry, yeah, he watches as you sort of sign the book in, or is Elwyn signing on behalf of everyone? I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sign everyone's full proper names.
Full proper names, lovely.
You don't know my full proper name.
No, you're putting that xylophone.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, Murdry sort of watches quite excited as you do. As you put the last one, as you sort of write the last name, he just sort of looks at you, Elwyn, and sort of just smiles and nods and looks at the book quite excitedly. This was a rather wonderful idea, I must say.
See, now you'll know if any shenanigans happen, exactly who was here when they happened.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you have been, and there's no one else really around right now, but he sort of lowers his voice. You have been briefed on the situation on the lower levels.
Yeah. We know what we're walking into. Don't worry.
Splendid, splendid. I have no doubt the mayor has taken all the appropriate precautions in informing you of what you can expect on down there. I assume she has told you about the Arcforge.
He has. Yep. She's brought it up.
Splendid. And she, you don't appear to have necklaces.
My return, by the way.
Oh, I did not realise you had left. Sorry.
Yeah, my computer blue screened.
Oh.
It's getting his. I'd sent a message on the thing. I've got into this habit. It started doing it like it just blue screens randomly all the time now.
Oh, that's
All it's got to do
splendid.
is get me through a tiny amount of PhD work, and then it can go in the bin. But I just got to get it through that, and hopefully I can get it through without blue screening too much. But yeah, anyway, I'm back. So let's carry on.
Yeah, the necklaces are. They're waiting for us down there.
Oh, Rather strange, but sure. Okay. Well, the stairs will take you down as far as the 35th level. From there, you will need to go through some locked gates to get to the stairs down to the 36th level, which is where the private levels begin. There is a vocal code to open said gate. Are any of you fluent in Dwarvish?
Yes,
I can speak Dwarvish.
I can speak Dwarvish.
I don't.
Splendid,
I don't.
splendid. Upon your return, I may have a book you can assist with. But in the meantime, the vocal code to get yourselves in is Tinkerrock.
Tinker Rock.
That's correct.
Wonderful. Do you have to have a one of these necklaces yourself? Do you? Is it Medri?
Murdery.
Yes.
Absolutely not. It has been the last time I visited the lower levels myself would be around 8 months ago. I don't have much need really to enter there, and nor am I truly permitted to do so without the proper permissions and reasons for doing so.
No problem.
Obviously, as I'm sure you will be aware and sensitive to, we are a public archive, so whatever goes on in the lower levels, if you could keep to an acceptable volume, and any casting? Is that what you would call it?
Cock my head and look over at Z.
Well, if any of you are of that arcane persuasion, I hope that you will be sensitive to our other guests and visitors. The book. Did you bring the book with you?
Oh, I figured it best to not kind of mess with that whilst we were potentially going into a dangerous situation. So
That would be for the best. You've left it somewhere safe, presumably.
yeah, we wouldn't want. I mean, it's a beautiful tome. We wouldn't want it damaged in such a situation.
And have you further considered the offer of the archives?
It is firmly at the forefront of my brain currently. It is a turmoil I am going through at the moment as to whether to part with it.
Most understandable, most understandable. And if the Arc Forges were to see to you, presumably you have a plan for what will happen to the book?
Yes, I have written a will and left it with the correct people that it would be provided to the archive.
To the archive. Splendid, splendid. Well, best of luck. I hope it goes well for you. But I would like that book for the archives.
I'm aware.
Not at the cost of your life, though. But
Of course.
But if it comes to that, then we would be most grateful. Please be my guests.
We go down the stairs.
Cool. Yeah, you begin making your. So there's just these like circular staircases that lead down level by level. You start making your way down. Each level, as you go further and further, they're all well lit, well looked after. It becomes quite clear as you go further and further down. It's kind of the books and records and items of maybe lesser interest. And it quite clearly becomes less and less visited. You do see a few sort of people on the first few levels looking at various books, but very quickly, before you even sort of hit double digits, you're pretty much alone on each level as far as you can see. But I mean, each level, even as you sort of enter the lobby or the first area of each one, as you go down the circular staircase, you can immediately see rooms branching off in every direction, long corridors. Like there could be people in these levels, but you certainly don't encounter anybody. Takes you a good 20-25 minutes to get down 35 flights of stairs. At which point you find yourselves going down. As you approach the sort of next circular down, there is this locked metal gate across the stairs.
Hello.
Did you not bring the book, or are you just lying?
I was lying.
Okay, I didn't know because you do actually have a copy of the book, the spells about the book.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave the book anywhere.
Fair enough. I just wanted to know.
No, wouldn't this be the best place to leave the book?
No.
Just how helpful to know.
No, it is at the bottom of my bag.
Yeah, all good. I expected as much. I just wanted to check, just so I knew, because when the book's around, anything could happen.
That's the fun.
What did he say the door code was?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Rock. Something
It
rock.
was.
Shame to go up 25 minutes again.
Tinker.
It's
Rock and
Tinker
roll.
Rock.
Yep.
It's Tinker Rock. I wrote it down on the session notes.
I will say Tinker Rock in Dwarvish.
Oh, it's in English, I think. Common.
It is indeed.
I think you have to say it in a dwarvish accent.
What's the dwarf accent?
You tell me.
It's Gothic, isn't it? Everyone knows it's just Scottish. Can't do a Scottish accent, no, I'm afraid.
Yeah, as you speak the word, the gate just slowly slides across.
Here we go, I guess.
Crack my neck, and then step in. Although this is only the private levels, isn't it?
No. How many?
Sam, I would
Yes.
like to cast Mage Armor.
Sure.
And not that it's much of a boost, but it's a boost of 3, so sure.
So take your armor class too.
14.
Cute.
Yeah, it could be worse.
On that note,
So,
I found
with-
a wizard crystal on me.
Oh, also on that note, and I rummage into my pack as we're wandering down this whatever. As we're
Yep.
walking down, and I pull out a cloak, like just a random kind of cloak, and I chuck it over to you, Elwyn.
After that crystal. I don't know if it's any good for you.
Yeah, I can make use of it. Yeah, I've had a look at that. I think you might get use out of it, but it's magic, so I didn't really want to tell you about it when I got it. You know, whilst we're down here, no harm in using it.
It's very kind of
I
you
don't
to
know.
give him the attunement required item. Now that
Oh,
you've
does it need
entered.
attunement? Bollocks. I thought it didn't. Have I got that? What does it need attunement for?
Let me see.
Sorry, that's
To be fair, I think
More-
sometimes Foundry automatically mentions stuff, mark stuff
it
as
does
needing
say it
attunement.
requires
doesn't it?
attunement for by a druid or ranger.
Oh yes, you're right.
because
Yeah.
it can be used as a spell casting focus as well. Okay. I didn't. I thought, oh, it did that tiny little thing. Does it really need? But yeah, I guess multiple things. Oh well, you can put that on at some point if you like.
Yeah, I'll start
We'll-
doing it, I'm guessing. Oh, do you have to rest while doing it?
Takes an hour to attune to it, but
I've learnt a new trick when we first go in here. When you be sneaky, let me know.
okay.
On a somewhat similar subject, what is your marching order heading down the stairs to the lower levels?
I'm in the middle.
Oh, I'd like to be at the back.
It's either me or Leakin at the front.
I'll
Oh,
go
no.
behind you.
Very bold.
Prepare to get stabbed in the back.
Where are you falling into this Warforged?
In the middle. Just so I don't get hurt.
So what
Elwyn?
we've got
Owen's right at the back with Pepper. I'm always at the back on all these.
No sweat. Got a
So
marching
Carl,
order.
you-
If you assume we're heading to the left, a marching order somewhat like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, works for me.
Tremendous. Yeah, so you go down the stairs again. They remain everything's like fully lit. But immediately this area you can kind of tell as you get to the bottom of the stairs. You come into this whereas all the other previous areas you've come to have had these like large lobby areas with bookshelves and like there were like mounted items and some display cases. As soon as you get to the bottom of this stairs, there's just a long corridor ahead of you. Looks like it. An initial estimate looks like it probably stretches about 150 feet, and at the far end of it, you can just see a single door. You happy just proceeding, heading downwards?
I think so. What kind of lighting's provided?
There's like some torch lights just all along the corridor.
Torches or magical torches or?
They look like standard torches, but you probably question who's been down to light them this morning, I guess.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me to. I meant to ask what kind of lighting there was before we left, and I forgot.
Yeah, on all the levels there have been obviously like all the levels of the archives are underground, but they've all been lit. Torches on every level. Yeah. You make your way down. You reach the end of the corridor, and there's a single nondescript, relatively heavy-looking metal door built into this sort of stone wall. There's no signage on it. There's a single handle, no sign of a lock or anything like that.
In we go, I guess.
I guess so. They didn't mention any trapped doors.
No, I would open it slowly, see if you can get a view inside from one side.
I will do that. I will
It'd be an idea
open
to
that.
have Warforged pretend to be one of the Sentinel bots that work down there.
I think they're smart enough that they'll just attack.
But a fellow Warforged, they might just think it's one of them.
Well, they're not
I mean,
Warforged, are
yeah.
they?
They're not Warforged.
They're made the same, but they're different. They're not.
Shit. I just opened it. I didn't actually realise I could. Yeah, we'll move up to the door and...
Yeah, you open the door slowly, just enough to sort of peek in, and as you do, you can see what looks like another library floor. Essentially, there again, this is fully lit up, very very brightly lit actually. You can just see floor to ceiling. The ceiling is about sort of 15 feet high. And floor to ceiling, everywhere you can look, there just seems to be books, parchments. It's a mess. There certainly does not, just from where you are. I mean, there's no obvious signage or anything like that. And as you sort of open the door a little fuller now, as you can see that at the far end of this particular like chamber lobby, there's another doorway at the other end. This doorway is kind of open. This is more like an archway, I guess, and that seems to head down into another long corridor.
Lots of corridors.
I'm a bit sad that this map is just called Battle Map.
Well,
Doesn't give
initially,
anything away.
I did actually start mapping out all the lower levels, but then I wanted them to feel vast and massive, and mapping them out actually kind of like I thought was the opposite of what I was trying to achieve. So
Yeah.
you've just got a random map for the time being. Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Can I use my primal awareness?
Yeah.
Just for 1 minute, I want to sense whether there's any aberrations close by.
Yes. I think Prime Mover's Awareness actually picks up on any of those things. You don't have to specify which
Yeah,
type, do you? I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, certainly is. Was it within 1 mile of you?
Within 1 mile. Whoa. How big's the city?
I mean, the city's big. The city's, at least a few miles.
Is that a level 1 spell slot as well, yeah?
Does it cost a spell slot?
Yeah,
it does. Yeah, it does.
Exchange
Yeah.
is mage spell. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll take one of them. How do I do that? I've got 3 instead of 4.
Yeah, that's cool. No worries. Yeah, you spend a little bit of time focusing on this skill of yours to pick up anything nearby. Let's just have a look. So, would you pick up? Cool.
If we were in a
Yes.
forest, would have done more.
You focus for a minute on this, and you immediately have the sense of creatures triggering this awareness. Yeah,
I guess it doesn't tell me how close they are, does it?
doesn't tell you their location or their number.
Well, that really sucks.
But there's
I knew they were there anyway.
Well, I mean, you didn't know for sure, and you didn't know if they fell into those categories, but something within those categories triggers. Yes.
I say, did it tell you which categories are available, are around or not?
I don't believe so. Let me double check on
It's not
that.
super clear how it
No,
works.
it doesn't reveal the creatures or location or numbers.
Yeah, it's not very clear, is it? I'm gonna say sure, because otherwise if it was, you don't get a lot. Yes, you have a sense. You get a reading for aberrations. Perhaps unsurprisingly.
Oh yeah.
What else did you get?
Fey fiends are undead.
Yeah, aberrations and undead both trigger for you.
Ooh.
Oh, there's some undead. Is it Leokin?
There's at least one aberration, at least one undead within a mile of you. I can say that much.
So they say. They always say you're within a mile of an undead.
I thought that skill was more useful when I was reading it a minute ago.
I think it probably is in certain situations. I guess you guys kind of knew they would be down here.
I was hoping if it was very close to to start using my pass without a trace.
Ah, I see.
But I
I
waited
could always
for
go up ahead and
that
scout
anyway.
if people wanted me to.
Oh, well, we're in lighted corridors. I think it's.
Yeah. I've
We
got
are,
plus
we're a bit
10
obvious.
stealth on me
Yeah.
when I do it anyway.
I'm not the most stealthy of rogues, but I am okay at stealthing.
I've got plus 6 on stealth.
Well, you're more stealthy than I am. But you also have a pet
Plus
wolf.
10 as well.
Yeah, what would you guys like to do? I guess. I mean, you sharing that with the rest of the party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd just say
Yeah.
there's aberration and undead within a mile of us.
Okay. Well, we could always just have you then. If you're much better at stealth actually than I am, just go off ahead and just stealth on your own until you spot one. Then you can pass out a trace to stealth everybody else.
Yeah.
Let's just wander. Come on.
Just wonder. Yeah, we just wonder. I was hopefully trying to get a bit closer.
Yeah. So you, as a party, you sort of break apart slightly, I guess, and start. You find yourselves in this, like I said, this first large sort of library room. I'll get everybody to make a. Get everyone to make a perception check for me. Well, fortunately, in that case, I will roll for them.
Perception. Oh, well, that's why I didn't want to click the button.
Cool. Yeah, you all start looking around, looking for, I suppose, any signs of life, any signs of movement, anything like that. There's nothing obvious in this room. There's certainly nothing moving around you can spot immediately. None of the books seem to be moved. It doesn't. Your immediate look. I mean, it's very, very, very brightly lit in the room, but there's no signs of life. No signs that anything's been around recently. Elwyn and Pepper. Whilst everyone is sort of looking around, taking things in, you do get just for a moment you feel like you see a shadow move. That other corridor on the opposite side, through this archway on the opposite side of where you entered. For just a moment, you could have sworn you saw movement. But as it sort of like triggers out the corner of your eye, you look down and you don't see anything immediately from where you are.
Okay, can I pass that a trace and go to be sneaky?
Yeah.
Sneaky time, sneaky.
Yeah, tell them when to sneak. I've just spotted something.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you all have +10 dex.
I guess we start stealthing.
It's for an hour.
Yeah, we're stealthy boys.
Well,
And girls.
in a brightly lit, fairly open room.
Yeah,
Mate, with
I can.
+10, I'm
If
guessing
you'd like, I can cast darkness.
No, that's fine.
+10, even in lit, we should all be rolling high. Even with disadvantage.
Yeah, well, I'll get you all to make a stealth check if you're stealthing. Obviously, there's an additional 10 on each of these results.
Good, because I rolled another 4.
I rolled one.
Wait,
Oh, you got 17, so it's all
you
fine.
rolled a 1.
Elwyn's
You got
plus
17.
Elwyn's +10 is naturally baked in when he casts it.
Okay.
The rest
Right.
the rest have to be within 30 feet of him, so it doesn't automatically do them.
So
He
here,
still
he's
did
the
better than
lowest.
me, though. Still did better than me with a 1.
Nice. Yeah, so the lowest is 15. Some of you are significantly higher than that. Yeah, what you do, you heading through the other archway, are you still just looking around this room, or?
Got my bow and arrow pulled now.
Guys, I think we ought to be moving forward slowly. We're going to find the guards. Wherever the trouble is. So I would say. I think we should just be moving forward.
To be honest.
Well, yeah, but I'm expecting to find their bodies.
Maybe they've been turned into zombies, hence why I can hence undead.
Could be.
I won't lie, I was thinking that, so.
Don't worry, we've got our old professional guard killer here.
Yeah, you just carry on down that way, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you stealthily as a group begin moving out of this area. You head through that archway. And you start you find this other it's another just long corridor, but this time there are there's doors on either side spread as you start heading further and further down the corridor. You can't see anything, any sign of life or anything. That movement you thought you saw, Elwyn, doesn't seem to be anything obvious. You don't see anything sort of hiding or moving down the corridor as you enter it. As you sort of start making your way down, you reach the first one of these doors on the sides, and these doors, they're wooden doors, but they have what look like glass viewing panels or windows built into them. This first one you pass, you can just see another room. Kind of looks like a smaller version of the room you've just been in. You sort of stop and briefly look in. No sign of life in it again. And again, just looks like floor to ceiling full of books. Stop and look, or continue, or...
This place is a fucking dream for me, so you're going to have to keep Z moving. Because
Yeah.
he's going to want to stop in every room that has books and see what they're about. But
What's the floor? Is it stone?
Yeah, stone floor. Like this is clearly like carved. You're very far below ground at this point. But it's. Sorry, 1 second.
Owen, do you think it's worth trying to look for some tracks?
Yeah, that could be worth doing.
Wonder how they get air down here.
Magic.
I reckon magic.
Oh bollocks!
Magical air.
Sorry, yeah. Did you want to have a look around that room? Carry on.
Well, to be fair, we've got no time limit.
Yeah, but what we can do? Read all the books.
Yes.
So, having looked in the room,
Yeah.
can we? Basically, we'd have seen if there was a dead guard lying somewhere, or somewhere that looks like there's been a struggle or anything like that.
Yeah, there's no dead bodies you can see. There's nothing. Doesn't look like anything's been like thrown over the floor. It looks like a small. I mean, in most places it would probably look like a sort of home study library. Instead, here it just looks like another room of tomes, books, and parchments.
We might as well just keep going, guys.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
It's
Carry on. About another 15-20 feet. There's a door on the opposite side. Exact same design. So this sort of wooden door, glass viewing panel. As you look through this one instead looks like there's a number of storage or display cases. Looks like there's you can see just peering in. Looks like there's a number of artifacts of some description being stored in here. Again, no immediate movement, no sign of life that you see.
But we should like check that out, obviously.
Carl looks over at Eleanor.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Like, what if there's a guard in there that we can't see from the door?
Also, sorry, Sam said it was also full of artifacts, right?
Yeah.
What if there's some cool magic shit in there?
I wasn't saying that because I thought Carl might slap me.
I wouldn't hit a lady.
Yes, Carl would.
Oh yeah.
You would.
I don't think Carl believes in
I'm not sexist.
rights.
Carl's a very, very modern gentleman. He doesn't really like see gender. Anyway, it's just punching bags.
Also, I don't think anything that Eleanor's done since you've met her has given any indication that she's actually a lady.
That's also true. Yeah, Carl doesn't punch ladies, but he does punch terrorists.
Not a terrorist either. Let's be very clear on that.
Well, go on then.
Yeah, I think we should just have a quick look.
Yeah.
Even if it's a cursory glance.
So Carl will reach forward and open the door.
Mm-hmm.
And as I open the door, I am kind of expecting to find that the actual view of the room is different. That was through the glass. Is it?
It's a very Gygaxian thing of me to do. You sort of open the door slightly, you stop, and then sort of peek your eyes in, looking to see if what you see now is the same as it appeared looking through that panel. Yeah, it looks the same. You can see a bunch of sort of display cases of some description now.
Push the door open and just look over at Z and say, just be quick.
Oh.
And careful.
What are we doing? A cursory glance? An in-depth inventory?
I want to look for something shiny in a cabinet to start with.
Something shiny in a cabinet?
Like, whatever the coolest looking thing is in this room is what I'm going for.
How much?
Like, snap judgment, 30-second glance around all the cases, pick whatever looks the coolest out of it and go and have a look at it.
I'm definitely also looking for similar sorts of cool stuff. Perhaps something which is maybe reminiscent of something which may be dwarfian, or also a cool sword.
Anyone else taking part in this? Well, anyone that is can make a perception check.
Oh my god! Can I just, like, roll better, please?
Or terribly so far tonight. Let's see how bad this is.
You're
This is
rolling
so
pretty bad in this opportunity to
Yeah.
find some magic items, aren't you?
That's fine, it means I'll just spend forever going through every single one.
Carl and Leokin are not partaking.
Carl's
I'm
just
surprised
stood,
Leokin's not.
Leokin's AFK, so we got no idea if he plans to. We'll ask him when he
Probably
returns.
did it already.
Probably, unless he comes back and says he wants to, Carl will have just said to him, just, you watch that way, I'll watch this way. And we'll just sort of keep him out
Okay.
of the room.
Let's go from the highest result downwards, I guess. Eleanor, you begin to look around. You were looking for anything that looked like it was of dwarven origin, you said, yeah?
Or a cool sword which might be like a rapier type, light sword. Either or.
Nice. Yeah, you immediately begin sort of looking around. Nothing immediately sort of jumps out as looking like it's from home in particular. As you're sort of looking around, you continue trying to see anything you can sort of spot, find, anything like that. And your particular your vision is drawn. Leokin. Oh, coming to spice things up. Just to update you, Leokin, everyone is doing a perception check to see what they're looking this room full of potentially maybe magic items, artifacts, to see what picks their eye. The first thing, one item in particular, Eleanor, sort of draws your attention. Looks like it just kind of looks out of place, really. If anything, just looks like a long tangle of hemp rope, but something about it just kind of draws your attention somewhat.
Oh, cool. I gave Leaky my rope, so I guess I grab this rope instead. Just in case I need it later on.
Sure.
I'm sure they won't mind.
Just to be, are these things in like? They said they were in like cabinets or like cases.
There's like a glass top across some of these things, but none of it seems locked. Anything can be opened up. These display cases, it seems.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, you. Yeah, you have a unidentified rope.
I'm assuming these things don't have like little plaques underneath them that say what they are.
Not that you can see, no. As you pick the rope up, Ella, it's definitely magic. There is some kind of magic about this rope, without doubt.
It's also lighter than my normal rope, isn't it?
Yeah, well spotted.
How long is it?
Having a quick glance, 20 plus feet.
Excellent. I'll just pretend it's not magic initially and to say that I wanted it because it's the right amount of rope for me to carry.
Cool. The Oaken, you registered pretty high. Yeah, you have a look around. And one item picks your fancy in particular. This item, unlike some of the other ones that you guys were sort of looking at, this one does have seems to have a small parchment next to it on this little plinth it's sat on. It's a how to explain it, I guess. It looks somewhat like a monocle, but with like a leather band holding it, I guess. Oh, actually, I mean, someone's literally got an eye patch. I guess it's somewhat like an eye patch. It's not a literal eye patch because it's clear. You can see through it. It looks like just like a monocle, but with it attaches round the head instead. So it just has this clear piece of glass. Just alongside it, there's a small parchment. It has a couple of notes on it. It has written on it the Chronomancer's eyepiece.
Says eyepiece.
Does that have any interest to you, Leokin? Or do you want to walk on by?
No, just walking by.
Absolutely.
That's what Luke can do.
Z.
Hi.
You were just looking for the first shiny thing you saw, weren't you?
Yeah, just the coolest thing I got in a quick glance.
Yeah, you sort of begin having a look around. Immediately, one of the first things that stands out to you, there is a. It looks like a torch, but it's kind of the shape of a torch, but it looks like it's made of, I don't know, silver maybe. It's kind of smaller than a torch. It's handheld, slightly larger than the size of your fist, but in the shape of a torch. Want to pick it up, reach out, grab it, or
There's no parchment around it that says what it is?
there's not?
Uh,
How shiny do
gonna
you think
just-
it is?
I mean, I'm just hearing Carl's voice echoing in the back of my head going, be careful. I need to touch it to identify it as well, probably, don't I? Yeah. So, fuck it, yeah, I'll pick it up.
Nice. Yeah, you pick it up, and the second you do, the room illuminates in bright light. This silver sort of metallic torch shape just lights up as if it was equivalent of like 3 or 4 torches in close proximity.
Okay. I'm
Wow.
holding on to it and it's just really, really bright.
Yeah, it's
Super handy.
not uncomfortably so, but it lights the room up. It's almost like direct sunlight in the room, and if you do look directly at it, it's not painful, but you can't really stare directly at it. You have to kind of avert your eyes a little as you do.
Does it feel like sunlight as well?
There is no sense of heat from it at all.
Okay. Just thinking with my drow heritage, if it felt like sunlight, I would hate it. Okay, that's neat. Guys, I found a really bright torch thing. Do we want to bring it with us?
I mean, they probably spot it as it lights the room up. Yeah.
I'm keen on torches.
It's handy, right?
Yeah.
I just tuck it into my belt and hope that it stops glowing whilst I'm not holding it.
Yeah, as soon as you let go of it, as soon as you unwrap your fist from it, the light just fades immediately. It doesn't even fade, it just goes. It's like as if there was never a light source there.
Oh, that's cool, isn't it? Nice.
How about my eyes hurt?
You aren't in the room. Stop moaning. I mean,
Um,
unless anyone pulls Z out, he's going to start looking to the left and right. The things to the left and right of him and around the whole room, like they're just going for it. But anyone's welcome to stop them.
Okay, who else? The only person that got above a 10 was Pepper, wasn't it? Elwyn, you sort of begin looking around. Nothing particularly takes your mind, but Pepper draws your attention over to. There's a it's just like a heavy cloth bag sat on one of these plinths. Looking immediately around the room, there's nothing that draws your attention to it at all. But Pepper seems drawn to it. Begins sort of like nodding her head towards it, trying to pull your attention to it.
Oh, go and grab it.
Nice, yeah. You pick it up. There's a bit of weight to the bag, but nothing in particular. But as you just sort of pull it open slightly, look inside. You just see the bag's it just seems to contain some beans.
Pepper's hungry, I'm guessing.
You want to take the bag, or do you want to pop it back,
Yeah,
or
I'll
feed them
take
to
the
Pepper?
bags. I'll take them and I'll see what they are before I feed them to her. Double check they're not poisonous.
How do you want to check? Do you want to eat one yourself?
I'll sniff it.
You pick it up, sniff it. As soon as you sniff it, these are magic items. These are definitely magic.
Magic beans?
Does seem like a bag of magic beans.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. I'll keep hold of them. I'll put them
Nice.
in the same sort of area as my food rations, but not so that I know not to eat them.
Yeah, that's fair. Sure. Everyone else, yeah, you sort of have a look, scoot around. A few things sort of pick your fancy, but you're kind of distracted by this burst of light as Z lights the room up. Nothing really particularly grabs your eyes.
Is there any rapiers?
No, it doesn't seem to be any weaponry you can see. There's lots of trinkets and random items, but no weaponry you notice.
Well, good. Excellent. Did Leakin pick up the eye patch or not?
Did not passed it by.
No.
That's a shame.
Just to make sure my session notes, everyone that did see, other than Luke, everyone that saw magic items has taken those magic items with them.
Yes.
Splendid.
I feel like the eye patch might be useful for Z.
I feel like everything's useful for me.
But aren't you like a chrono? What's your subclass?
Divination.
Oh, divination. Okay.
Cool.
Do you see any? You don't find any guards or any infect devourers?
No, you spend time looking around this room, and again, like there's a bit of an eerie silence. You know, you are 36 floors below ground level. You haven't seen anybody since the sort of 7th or 8th floor. So there's a bit of an eerie silence, if anything. But there's no staleness to the air. There's no sound of movement. There's no sound. There's no shadows moving other than your own. Nothing seems to suggest anything is wrong, other than a bit lonely, I guess.
Z, can you cast ritual castings whilst walking?
That's a good question. I can't say I've ever tried. Can I try?
You could probably do it at quite. You'd probably have to be going at a pretty slow speed, really focusing on that rather than what you're doing.
Could I sit on Carl's shoulders?
No.
No, apparently.
Yeah, that answers that, doesn't it? Why? What are you after?
I was just going to quickly, quietly say to you as we start walking out of this room that I have a feeling that the rope that I found isn't just rope; it's got something special, but I don't know much about it. And I wondered if you could tell me.
Oh, okay. Well, if these guys get distracted by a room later on, I'll sit down and check it for you.
Great, thank you.
Nice. Want to carry on?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay. Yeah, you head back into this long corridor. Start making your way further down the corridor. Past the next couple of rooms you pass 2 or 3 rooms. Again, a bit like the first one, just like rooms full of books, head sort of floor to roof. Does anybody want to stop in particular, or you just keep pressing on, looking for something more exciting?
I look for a sign that says what the books are about, but otherwise I'm not stopping because I'll get told off.
None of the doors are labelled. Having a sort of cursory glance through this sort of viewing panel of each of the doors as you go past, there doesn't really seem to be. If there is any kind of system to this archive, then it is not apparent at all.
That's upsetting.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. Come to the next door on the left-hand side. As you reach this one, same again, wooden door, the sort of viewing panel in it. But as you look through, there's nothing there. The room seems entirely empty. There's just these. You can just see stone walls. Seems to be nothing on the walls. Nothing in the room that you can see. There's no light source within the room. There's no torches in the room, but some of the light from the hallway, which is well lit, sort of bleeds through, and you can see the walls, the floor. Nothing you can see. No.
Again, open the door carefully, just to see if the image inside is the same.
Yeah, you sort of crack the door open just enough to sort of look through. Yeah, room just looks empty. The air's slightly stale, but probably not too different from the rest of this hallway. The room just looks entirely empty as you sort of peer through.
Oh, did you just let a ghost out of a room?
No, I was putting it in there.
Oh, that's right then.
Besides, you don't believe in ghosts, do you?
Of course I do. Why wouldn't I?
Let's keep going.
Yeah, just close the door back up. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, close it back up.
Carl's going to sort of keep moving unless people tell him they want to stop, I think.
Okay. Yeah, you continue down these rooms, and you probably you start passing more and more of these chambers. Almost all of these chambers are like that first, just full of books. You probably pass about 13 of these doors in total before you reach the far end of this corridor, and there's another door this time, straight in front of you, the end of the corridor. No viewing panel this time, just another simple wooden door, unlabelled, no viewing panel.
Any sign of... I guess, yeah, any sign of any movement through the door? I don't know what I'd guess footprints and stuff, but they've not seen any. Let's just open the door again. Crack it open. Let's have a look.
Yeah, you open the door, and this time you see like there's like a small chamber. It looks like you can see it lead. There's a passage leading off straight ahead, and you also notice there's a passage just leading off to the side as well with this one. As you enter, I'm just going to get everyone to make a perception check to see what you pick up on as you enter this particular chamber.
Fine, a good roll.
Yeah, I rolled above 10.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, you sort of enter this next chamber. Carl, what did you get? Your roll's just not
I
showing
don't
up for
know.
me.
I clicked it. I think it was a 5, but
Nice. That's cool.
it disappeared and it's
A
blank for me
roll
as
of
well.
some description.
Mm.
No worries. Yeah, you all sort of open up the door, head in. Eleanor, Pepper, and Z. You spot it before anybody else. There are two humans wearing City Watch guard uniforms just up through that path up ahead of you. They seem to be they're stood in conversation with each other. Don't seem to immediately sort of respond to your opening of the door.
I called out. Well met.
And they immediately turn down towards you immediately. And they move forwards. They sort of walk forwards, and one of them calls out to you. Calls well met. What are you doing down here?
We come to save you, I think.
Save us?
How long have you been here?
We've been here some time.
Are they wearing necklaces?
Yeah, each of them, Carl. You can see each of them has a relatively simple but quite distinctly there's like a green tinge, but they each got this matching necklace around their neck. Yeah.
We've been sent down here to find you.
By who?
Direct orders from Somnagrash.
Who?
Vazira Somnagash?
The mayor
Who?
of Griffinstill.
Are they alive, by the way? Are they being controlled? Can I get their eyes?
Yeah. Would you get your perception check?
9.
Yeah. Yeah. You get no particular read from their eyes. You're a bit of a distance still. You can see their eyes, but no particular read of any type.
Can I, looking at them and the way they're acting, do they kind of seem like they're all with it there, or do they seem a bit dazed, like they might be under some kind of spell or something?
Make an insight check.
Consistent.
Really? They just seem a bit nonplussed, not particularly bothered by your presence, not particularly. Yeah, just kind of no reaction, really. No general read off them. Yeah. Nothing stands out in particular as you sort of try to read this situation. The second one just calls out and sort of calls out towards you, Eleanor, as you'd sort of been leading the conversation. Just says, be about your way then. And they just walk off to the right.
I think they're not the guards that we've come down to save.
Around it. The uniform they were wearing,
Yeah.
was it current guard uniform?
Yes. Yeah. Looks in pretty good condition. Pretty new. Certainly no different than what you'd expect to see on a member of the City Watch.
Something not right there. I'm going to go forward and talk to him. Guys, don't get...
Head up in that direction.
Yeah. Going to suggest that the others maybe hang... Oh, golly.
Yeah, as you sort of head forwards, you come into this next area. As you come in here, you can see a little bit better to the right. into the sort of chamber. It looks like this is less a library and more some kind of study chamber or something. You can see there's quite a lot of books and stuff around, but it's no longer that sort of floor to ceiling bookcases. There just seems to be like sort of collected pieces. This particular area you walk into here, there's a number of statues around. None of them immediately jump out to you as anything you recognise, anything particularly, anything of real note. They're pretty nondescript. What I will do, as you enter this particular area, can I get you to make for me an intelligence save?
Yeah, I can do that.
Right.
Nice, yeah. You immediately just sort of go through your sort of knowledge, I guess, as you sort of look in, just seeing if any of this registers to you.
Yeah.
Anything means anything. You, from your time in the guard, you knew of the lower levels of the archives. You knew that there were items stored down here, but none of it. You've certainly never been there yourself. None of these statues particularly jump out as anything you recognise or anything. No. You don't see those two guards though. They seem to they sort of headed off in the right direction when you saw them. What's everyone else doing at the moment?
I think Carl said wait here, so I'm waiting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna way back.
Yeah, what do you want to do, Carl?
Just going to wait for a second. Can I hear the guards walking off?
Perception check. No, the room's pretty silent. You can sort of hear the quiet, muttered whispers behind you of your party. Maybe kind of sounds like maybe speculating on what you're doing or what's going on. But yeah, you can't really hear the movement or anything in particular. No.
No, I will come back to the party and relay that the guards seem to disappear.
They've gone.
I couldn't see them.
That's a bit weird. They were right there.
They could have. They could have nipped around the corner. It looked like there was a. Looked like it might lead. This path to the right might also lead that way.
I mean, wherever we get, we should all go as a group. I don't think we should be splitting ourselves up now. This feels weird, and I don't like it.
Which way do you want to go?
You said you thought this way round, this like here would
I think
link
that
up.
leads round. It seems to lead round. I'm wondering if they could have come round that way. Let's
go this
go
way.
down
I'll
here.
follow behind Carl.
I think we should go to standard marching order. I will follow, but obviously I think it should be Warforged me.
Yeah.
No, Leokin Warforged me. Oh well.
That's cool. Heading through this way, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, as you all sort of head up that way, you get a better view of the same sort of thing that Carl saw, all of you. There's this, again, it looks like a study chamber, yeah. There's kind of like books. There are some desks and bookcases around, but it's, rather than the previous rooms where it was all the floor to ceiling, this just seems like a smaller collection. Leokin, as you and Carl are sort of leading the way. You guys are at the front of the marching order, aren't you, normally? As you sort of enter the room, Leokin, I'm just going to get you to make an intelligence save to see if anything jumps out at you.
Okay.
Nice. Let's have a look. What did you get? 14. Yeah, you try to see if anything immediately registers with you, anything through your sort of learnings, your experience, but again, nothing. I mean, this is really all you can see at the minute is just a load of books.
Okay.
You guys like to do?
I'm going to stay right here so I can see up this way. But I will send Pepper following them, so as soon as like, they get out of view, I will move that way.
Yeah.
I see a fancy looking book over on the left here. Is it anything special? Or is that just part of the map?
Yeah, you go over, have a look. This one book is sat on its own. And this one here, let me get you to make for me, see, just a cursory perception check as you sort of skim over it.
Sure.
Nice, and that wasn't even portent.
No.
This looks like some kind of inventory record. It seems like this is certainly, rather than like a published book, this is some kind of notes that somebody's been making. Immediately you can, you sort of only have a chance to sort of glance at it. Just trying to, but yeah, this looks like somebody's notes of some type. It looks like, locations and things sort of doing. As he's looking at that, Carl, you spot movement just over here.
Yeah, I can just see them through the okay.
And that movement spots you, and you see turn the corner this large, roughly 9-10 feet tall armor.
Oh, big warforged thing.
Just begins to turn the corner. It immediately stops for one moment at you. Then you just hear this pulsing sound. Like an electrical pulsing. And I am going to get everybody to roll for initiative.
I'm going to shout, take cover.
I found a book. Just about to look up the word staff in it.
We'll go straight into initiative.
Later.
As it happens, that particular sentry rolled pretty high. So it immediately seems to spot you, Carl.
Mm-hmm.
And it stops for a second and then looks at you, and it immediately just moves forwards towards you.
Oh, it's really big.
Towers over you as it approaches. And then as it does, it just, as it reaches you, its hand illuminates for a second, and this just, this sort of blade of light just pops out of it. And it swings down towards you, this blade. Oops, and apparently I'm making my rolls privately. Swings down towards you, but you did spot it first, and you see it come in. You're able to just sort of dive out of the way as it just slashes down across you with that. Leokin.
Yeah.
You hear that sound, and you hear the sort of this grunt as Carl's obviously dived out of the way of some kind of attack. What would you like to do?
Oh.
It's big.
Yeah. Can I try attack it?
Yeah, totally.
What's the targeting thing not working? Oh, there we go. Cool. I think. Could I use spells down here?
Yes.
Yeah.
You weren't.
Oh yeah. You all party did specifically ask and were told that whatever got the job done. Essentially, yes. Oh, nice.
It misses.
Yeah, you reach out to try and grab it, but it's still swinging down at Carl, or recovering from that large swing, and it just sort of dodges out of the way as you do, and you just sort of don't quite grasp it the way you're trying to. Anything else you want to do?
Does the thing that I have for swords work so I can make 2 attacks or no?
Not with a spell, no. A spell's not. Casting a spell, it takes up your whole action, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's it done.
Okay. Z, can you make an intelligence save for me? Nice. The Oaken,
Yeah.
can you make an intelligence save for me?
Yeah. I'm quite smart.
Maybe. The Oaken, you just for a moment, you've just got this massive jolt of pain goes through your not even like your body, just your brain. Your brain just immediately is on fire. You take 16 psychic damage.
Oh.
And you become aware of a small creature hidden below one of these piles of books. This desk just down to the south of you. Can you roll for me, Leokin, 3d6?
That's
You
me
said-
making him roll it himself.
I don't want to be to blame for whatever might happen. Nice. Yeah, you feel this burst of pain. For a second, you just become aware of that creature, and as you sort of look at it, your brain is just like alight with pain for a moment, and you take this massive psychic damage. Then, Eleanor, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna say where I am. I think. Ah, so that gives half cover. Why half cover?
Because Warforged is right in front of you.
Okay, so we'll move in front of Warforged. So I don't know exactly what gives the half cover. So now it's no. Oh, still half cover. Why is it half cover?
No, you're fine.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, so it seems to say it's half cover, but okay, that's fine.
Nice. Yeah, you hit him.
Oh, 16 damage.
Nice. Yeah.
And I'll take a bonus action stealth to try to sneak. I don't know, try to meld into the corridor.
Oh, that should have only been 8 damage.
Oh, they're resistant to piercing. Joys. Yeah, I stealth and I'm done.
Cool. Just gonna give him back his 16 damage quick. Oh, fuck's sake. Take 8. There you go. Elwyn, it's your turn.
Yep. Owen don't care about cover, he can shoot from here.
Yeah, you don't, do you?
You control that Pepper. Why is it I'm controlling Pepper?
That's a good question, because apparently you've clicked on Pepper and not Elwyn.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah, it looks good.
Sharpshooter.
Of course.
Ugh.
Start.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you pull back, take a shot, sort of over the top of Pepper, past Warforged and Eleanor, but it's this tiny brain creature on the ground. It's quite a small target, and you almost get it right, and you just fall short. The arrow just misses it.
Second attack, I'll just do the same again.
Yeah? Yeah, you don't get it wrong twice. Yeah. Let's go.
Can I move Pepper into this way out of the way? To there.
Mhm.
And I'm just going to move myself into that corner.
Yeah, no worries.
South corner. Yeah, there we go.
Cool. Z.
Oh, so I also see this little brain.
Yeah, you see as it dashes out and does whatever it did to Lyokin, you then also see immediately as Elwyn just lets fly with these two arrows, one of which hits.
Oh, I'm gonna I pull that diamond out of my component pouch and just spin it around in my hand, and I'm gonna cast a chromatic orb at it.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the look of it. I'm gonna pick cold damage.
Okay.
Because sure.
Brain freeze.
Yeah, that's a thing, right? It's not gonna work because that's ridiculous.
Your rolls are set to private, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I just noticed that. Brilliant. Yeah. Forget that.
The spell attack's going well for you guys.
And no bonus actions still, because I don't think I took any bonus action spells, because they're rubbish.
Carl, you have this towering sentry.
It's big, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
The arrow that bounced off of it, did I see did it look like it damaged it properly, or does it look like it's resistant?
It looks like it only took half damage. Yeah, it certainly doesn't. It didn't seem to have the effect you thought it would as you saw it land.
Well, I will have a swing at it anyway with my longsword, aiming for one of its legs.
Nice.
Ooh. I'm going to use a superiority die on that as well.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to trip it.
Oh, nice.
Does that mean it has to make a saving throw?
Yeah.
It does.
Actually, no, I'm not going to waste it.
Sure.
Yeah. Save it for later.
Give it a 20.
I was going to make it a 6, but
Yeah.
this thing probably has a decent strength anyway and would be fine.
Yeah. It passes, but it does take the additional damage.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Does it take the full damage? Or...
that is a good point. It has done, but it shouldn't do, because I think that just adds to your normal damage,
Yeah.
doesn't it? So, yeah.
Oh, not even rounded up. Okay, that's one attack. I've got another attack, haven't I? Of course.
Yeah.
Is it worth switching to bludgeoning damage? Oh, damn, I also forgot to rage. I've been holding it back so long, I'd forgotten to do it. I will... That's a bonus action, isn't it, to rage?
Yes.
Can I do that in between attacks?
Yeah.
I will bonus action rage then.
Nice.
There must be a button for that. Effects. Not there.
Should be in your features, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's features. There it is. Right.
Although for some reason it put damage on you.
Yeah, I don't know why I
idea
took 2 damage for that. That seems mean. Right, and then second attack, I'm going to actually punch it rather than I need to drop the longsword for that. No, I'll hit it with the longsword again. I might consider putting the longsword away, but I'll hit it with the longsword again. And that time missed.
That one's a miss, yeah.
And that'll do. That's the end of my
Warforged.
actions.
You've got a giant, not Warforged, but automaton of some type up ahead of you.
Oh god, there's that thing as well.
There's
I
also
didn't
that
realise
thing,
was
yes.
What is that?
A brain on legs.
Oh my god, is that an intellect devourer? Whatever it is.
Does sound a bit like them.
Well, Warforged was originally going for this big, like, isn't it 9 foot tall or something? Like, massive.
Yeah. It's towering over Carl Leokin, yeah.
He was originally going to go for that, but then he gets very shocked by this brain on legs.
This brain
She's
on
gonna go for
legs.
She's gonna go for this brain on legs. Wait. How far did I move?
Like 20 feet, maybe 15, 20.
Yeah, okay. And I'm gonna move an extra. Yeah, I moved 25 feet. That's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna strike at him with my rapier.
Nice. Nice, big hit too.
Is his weapon magical?
Oh, I've just been booted out of the game.
Ah, quick!
Yeah.
Do it! Let's win. Everyone run!
I think my machine doesn't like it when I have both windows running when I'm streaming, because after about an hour or so, it always randomly refreshes and then just comes back. I might just be running. I mean, Chrome's a bit of a memory hog, I guess. Yeah, you slash down it and deliver 6 piercing damage. Warforged.
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
No?
Hold on. No, there's nothing else.
Okay, that's cool. Carl, can you make for me an intelligence save?
Oh dear. I can. Over here, intelligence. I'll just click on intelligence. No, it's initiative. You put it. That's intelligence. There.
Should be. Oh, I was about to say I'll put it to chat, but maybe I didn't do it publicly. There you go. Now it should be in the chat.
It just says actors. Can't click on it.
Okay, fair enough.
I can just click save on my sheet.
Yeah, cool. Go for it.
Yes.
Nice. Right, this sentry standing over you, Carl.
Bring it on.
What if I just paused the game? Yeah, it's sort of stood over you and the Oaken, and it towers down, looking down at the both of you for a second, and then it just swings its arc blade at you again, Carl.
I'll try and bring the shield up.
Yeah.
Thinking, God, it's not Pathfinder.
Swings down at you, but yeah, this mimic shield that you lift up, sorry, seems to be enough to put it off, and it does miss. Leokin.
Yep. Go try to attack him again
Yeah, sure.
with like another.
Ooh, inflict wounds again.
What is
Again, he's so put off by Carl's invisible shield.
I try.
Okay, he will. That's cool. He will got opportunity
Yeah.
attack quick. So 1 sec. Yeah, he swings that blade down at you, but misses.
We're all just rolling terribly, is what's happening here. It's fine.
He fails for you.
No.
He's just going to move away and let Carl take the...
Bulky.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, in that case, Leokin, can you make an intelligence save for me?
Just do it by hand, or?
Yeah, because apparently mine keep not coming up for you guys.
Saving or chat?
Save and throw, yeah. You feel a burning of pain again. As another one of these creatures is on the ground just around the corner as you get there. And you take 14 damage that time. Can you roll 3d6 for me?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wait, no. 3.
Nice. Was that 12? yeah, you notice this creature again. You almost stood on top of it as you backed up away from that Arcforged sentry. You must have just missed this and almost stood on it. As you do it, it just reaches out and that burst of pain through your mind again. And all of a sudden, every thought in your brain is gone. Every bit of knowledge you have is gone. Your intelligence drops to 0, and you fall unconscious on the ground.
Shit.
Oh.
And that's where we'll leave that session.
Oh, what?
Nice. Nice.
Oh,
Shit.
shit on it.
We are in serious doo-doo.
Well,
I thought George should just let Carl get killed by the City Watch.
Should we retcon back to there?
yeah, we'll
It's
take it back.
literally-
We'll change our minds.
Literally easier than all of us getting killed by horrible insects.
Yeah, but it's less
Don't worry, I
fun,
won't
isn't it?
die.
Well,
Well, say I got enough of an intelligence, it'll be alright.
Oh, I'll just run away if one falls down.
I think we start running. We certainly, Carl is sort of glancing around, considering that perhaps we retreat.
No, we'll be alright. We carry on. I got this. I haven't even dropped any big spells yet.
Great. Nothing like a fireball just to set us off.
No, I told you I don't have fireball prepared.
Trying to think
Actually, I
of
don't have lightning bolt prepared either. I don't know why.
oh, that's
I
probably a
imagine
bad
they're
thing.
well, the big things are going to be immune to lightning.
Well,
would
I think
assume.
that was
Oh,
my
yeah.
thought process. Was we
Yeah.
got a lightning resistance ring, so they probably are
That's a fair,
lightning-y.
I think that's a fair assumption, isn't it?
And fireball in place with loads of books felt bad.
Mm.
I don't think your character would do that to burn the books. I think it burn the burn books.
Yeah, exactly. But I do have some other fun stuff to do.
See, I was looking forward to Leokin squashing one of these little brains, but I guess that's
Nope, not anymore.
Yeah, quite the opposite, it seems.
Well, it's because he jumped in with this inflict wounds, this magic rubbish.
Magic nonsense is shit, isn't it?
Yeah,
Probably would
Just-
have killed him in the 4 hits with the sword.
yeah, just hit him with the sword and he'd got 2 hits as well.
And the sword's magical, and it seemed to be resistant to certain types of damage.
Yeah. Go pick up his sword, Carl.
I'm actually about to put my sword away and punch the thing because my
Your
My
fists aren't
fist.
magic, are they?
no, but I don't know that it's magic resistant, or it needs magical weapons. But my fists do the same damage as my longsword, so
Thentos does magical damage.
Yeah, she does.
I do magical damage if I can roll more than 2.
well, there we go.
I don't want to stop.
Oh, but that's a good place to pause, right?
Yeah, that is a good place to
That's a very good place to pause, but I
End
don't
of-
want to stop.
end of episode, whatever this is, 29.
which makes it a better place to stop. I'm aware
I'm
of
just,
that.
I'm just trying to remember which classes are classically good at undoing the intelligence.
That would be
Problem.
the paladin.
Yeah, they're
That
good.
was
They're
probably-
good. Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure, isn't it a lesser restoration kind of thing?
Who knows?
I can't actually remember. I know these. Oh wait, we've got a ranger. We'll be all right. They have healing spells, right?
I don't think I can heal intelligence.
No, I know. I think if any of the rest of us get hit with this at this point, we're fucked.
So it's basically the idea, if I've understood it correctly, that essentially something like you have to roll 3 or however many whatever dice they were, and if it's less than your intellect or more than intellect, you just lose it all.
You drop to 0. Yeah.
Is it cumulative? If I'm remembering right, so every time it lowers it, or
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
That's not.
So
So
Z
that's
is
not as bad
almost
I'm
ungettable.
almost unable to be killed by these. Yeah, other than with pure damage.
Yeah. So what? Why is that? What's your intellect? Intelligence.
18.
18. And what's
I'd have to roll
3d6?
3 sixes. To...
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whereas I am definitely in the realms of gettable.
So Leokin must have had what 11 or 10 int.
Used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, 0 now, but
Yeah, it was a 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pretty devoured.
indeed.
Right.
Well,
that was
no,
excellent.
gonna be
Well,
devoured in a second.
I'm going to shoot off. Thank
Yeah,
you very
no
much,
worries.
Sam, and everybody else. See you, most of you on Sunday, and if not, see you next
Cheers,
Wednesday.
guys.
Good night, everyone.
See you later, dude.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna go as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna go as well.
I'm gonna go as well.
Bye.